I went from a skinny weak boy to an aesthetic physique in about 1 year. I was just a regular kid, having fun in school, playing catching, hide and seek. And I used to obsess over fitness influencers like David Lay, Jeff Syed, and I used to post them on my Instagram account. Obviously, I liked the look of them and I wanted to be like one of them. But the thing is, it was never apparent in my head that I could actually look like one of them. Until back in 2022 when I stumbled across a video from Hamza talking about self-improvement and how building a body can help a lot with self-improvement. I was so intrigued and my whole mindset about building a body like the fitness influencers that I was posting totally shifted. And then I went all in into building an aesthetic body. So when should you bulk? The answer is very simple. If you're a young guy and you are not obese, then your priority should be bulking. It doesn't matter if you're skinny fat, skinny or whatever, you should be bulking if you're not obese. If you can't see like huge amount of extra fat on your body and face, then you should be bulking, no question about it. As a young guy, you are still going through puberty and you're still growing, So by bulking, you're actually making use of that growth spurt, increasing your testosterone, you are getting more muscle mass. You're basically a dumbass if you don't like bulk during this prime period. And if you're like obese, obviously you can't bulk because that means you'll gain even more fat and that's not what you want. So rule of thumb, if you're a young guy and you're not obese, then you have to bulk. But how do you actually bulk? And in particularly, bulking for the aesthetic physique. There are two things that you need to do in order to bulk for an aesthetic physique. One of them is to resistance train, and in particularly to prioritize the aesthetic muscles. You can choose weightlifting or you can choose calisthenics, CrossFit, whichever works as long as you are prioritizing aesthetic muscles. That's all that matters. I would recommend weightlifting because it's the easiest and it's the fastest one that will get you to the aesthetic body. You can check out the link in the description. I've linked a free workout template you can follow for an aesthetic body. And the second thing that you need to do is to go on a caloric surplus. So what that means is that you have to eat more than your maintenance. You can find your maintenance calories online on this calorie calculator, and basically you just have to eat more than what your maintenance is. You don't have to overcomplicate about what you have to eat. As long as you are eating in a surplus, you are going to bulk. Ideally, you want to go for a clean bulk, a lean bulk, which is when you eat clean and try to avoid dirty or junk processed food. But I understand how hard is it to bulk without introducing like junk and sugar. So if you do bulk with like dirty bulking, I don't blame you, and I would actually do that to start because that gets the ball rolling. As long as you are doing those two things, resistance training as well as going on a caloric surplus, you are going to bulk for an aesthetic body. Don't have to worry about recovery, supplements or whatever because you're just overcomplicating things. As long as you're following these two things, you are good. These are like the 80-20 rule tasks that you have to do. It's the 20% of things that you do that gives you 80% of the results. So that's why I want you to go all in on basically going to the gym as well as eating on a caloric surplus, and that's it. That's all you should be focusing on if you're a beginner. Recovery supplements could help, but they're basically like the 80% of tasks that you do that gives you 20% of results. So you shouldn't even like bother about them. And only if you have optimized the diet as well as the training, then you can start to focus more on the recovery as well as the supplements. But as of now, trust me, don't overcomplicate things. Just follow a strict workout routine as well as going on a caloric surplus, and you will make progress. You will make very fast progress compared to the rest of the people that is overcomplicating things and worrying about like how many hours should you sleep, should you like which workouts to follow. Use the one that I linked in the description and eat a lot, and that's it. That's all you have to do and you will start to make progress. I want you to take action now. I want you to go to the gym now, not tomorrow, not later, not after your dinner or after your lunch, but now. It's going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to have fear of judgment from other people, but I want you to use discipline to go. Discipline and ignore the feelings that you're having right now. You're gonna have limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts, excuses. Everything is gonna pop up in your head. You're gonna have thousands of reasons why you shouldn't go. But I want you to have this masculine aggression right now. Use your discipline and just physically command your legs to walk to the gym right now. Take a shower if you need to, change your clothes, wear your shoes, put on your AirPods and go to the gym now. I mean it. If you don't go, you're a fucking pussy, because unless you are disabled and you've been spending like your time with bad posture watching YouTube videos like on how to go to the gym and you haven't been taking action, then there's something wrong. You are not gonna make any progress. It's called a mental masturbation. You're just sitting at home waiting for the perfect time. There is no perfect time to go to the gym. The perfect time is now, and now it has already passed, so the second best time is still now. Go now. Go to the gym now. Like I said, it's not gonna feel comfortable, but the future you tomorrow will reap the rewards of what you did today. So if you go to the gym right now, the future you will be so grateful that you did. That the younger you went through the uncomfortable task that you don't feel like doing. Right now, I don't even feel like recording this video. To be honest, I genuinely don't feel like recording this video right now. Like, I just woke up. I don't feel like I'm speaking in the best way right now. Kinda insecure of how I'm speaking, my speech, my tone, my energy. But I discipline myself to like, why not, like just record this video, like get it over and done with. That's the same kind of energy they need to have for the gym as well. It's never gonna be perfect. There's never gonna be a perfect time for you to go. So that's why you have to go now and use this discipline skill. Discipline is doing the hard work, even when you don't feel like it. Going to the gym is hard. It's hard work. It's not easy. Everyone knows that. If you can do it, even if you feel like you shouldn't be going, you don't have the skills and knowledge to be equipped with to go, trust me, you will make more progress in the gym if you just put your head down and go. And every time you are met with a situation like that, when you're debating in your head whether you should go, every time you use the skill of discipline to go to the gym, you will never regret it. When was the last time that you went to the gym even though when you didn't feel like it? And how do you feel? Because chances are you are going to feel good regardless. If you are disciplined in something, be it like studying, working, whatever, when you didn't feel like working, like who feels like working? Nobody feels like working. Everyone just wants to sit at home, laze around all day, right? Who genuinely feels like doing the hard work? Nobody. But the people that do is the one that reach great success. And I know you might be clicking on this video just thinking like, oh, I just want to know how to bulk for beginners. But trust me, the mindset is the most important part. If you don't get your mind in order, you are not going to make any progress. If you're just like younger me, procrastinating, don't know whether I should go or not, fearful of what to expect in the gym, I just didn't wanted to go. I didn't believe that I had the skills and expertise to start making progress in the gym. But trust me, it doesn't matter what kind of skills you have. As long as you are stepping into the gym and doing some stupid exercise, you are still making progress. As compared to you sitting at home watching YouTube videos on your computer, you are going to make progress when you step into the gym. And the more you do that, more progress you will make. That is the first step that you need to do. Go to the gym even when you don't feel like it. Everyone that you look up to, any fitness influencers that you look up to, there are days that we genuinely feel like we shouldn't be going to the gym, but we still go because that is discipline. Going to the gym is discipline. You have lived your life without the skill of discipline. You have chose the easy dopamine for your whole entire life. Eating the junk food, playing video games, watching porn, social media, mindlessly scrolling. So now when it's time to actually get out there and to do something hard for the first time in your entire life, you have so much friction to it. And I don't blame you because you've been brought up like a pussy. Like genuinely, your whole life you have never like stepped out there into the unknown. There's so much friction, but trust me, so much growth comes from it when you do manage to take that first step. If you're a skinny guy, you can DM me on Instagram if you want more personal help. Thanks for watching.